Dude, did you see the latest news at the moment about that Polish CEO that was at that US Open tennis match and stole the signed cap from the tennis player that was meant for the kid? That's insane, dude. He's been trending now for a couple of days now. He's quite a well established back in his hometown or home country. But the thing is, this is what's nice about the internet and social media and that. So now he did post a apology that just looked like it was really damage control. But the thing is, if there wasn't internet, if there wasn't social media, would he have apologized? That's the thing. To me, he only apologized because he got caught.
I saw the short, man. I can only imagine that he was frothing at the mouth so much just at the chance to taste the sweat from that hat. The tennis player, that he just couldn't help himself and disregarded all morals as an adult just to grab that hat out of the hands of a young fan. Honestly, dude, it's so ridiculous. I don't understand why people nowadays still think that they can do stupid shit like this in very public settings where obviously a lot of people are recording. They think they can do this stuff and not get caught. What are we doing? Dude, why are you actively acting like a dipshit in a public setting like that and then surprised you got caught? Everything's getting recorded nowadays. Karma's a bitch. It's gonna hit back twice as hard. He's getting so much backlash. His company's getting backlash because he just couldn't help himself and stole a hat out of a kid's hands. It'd be one thing if the guy threw the hat into the crowd. He literally took the hat off the tennis player and he was willing or wanting to give it to the kid, and you just snatched it. I'm surprised that, well, I'm not really surprised. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff going on in the guy's head, the tennis player, but for it to happen like right in front of him and him not to take notice of it, like, you know, he met up with the kid, so at least there's that. But come on, man, you telling me that happened right in front of you and you didn't notice it? And you know, I'm not the type to be like heavily invested in something so much that I'm willing to like physically engage with somebody in order to get my hands on something, right? He actively just went out and snatched the hat out of the kid's hands. He has no idea what would have happened after that point. Like, the kid's dad could have been standing right next to the kid, and then you got a confrontation on your hands. But like, he did that for the hat, and I don't really understand. I find the behavior so strange, because I'm not willing to engage with somebody just to get my hands on something, right? I don't know if I'm the weird one or something. It just seems so unnecessary, and you see it everywhere. Really, it's all over the place. I mean, hell, you see online just people trying to buy trading cards, for example, and people fight and tackle each other to get as many of these boxes as possible. I find this kind of behavior so weird. When you want something so bad, you just toss away any sort of respect and morality that you have to the next person. Like, I don't know. I don't even know much about tennis. I don't know if this player is like super famous. If this is like I want to say Messi of tennis or something. I don't know. Like, the CEO, the guy's a big deal. He's a big deal in his company, and he made an absolute fool of himself. He made a douche canoe of himself over this hat, and I don't get it. It really is baffling to me. And I saw the response. I want to say I don't think it's real, because it turned out that like even the apology that CEO did when he got caught at the Coldplay concert, even that one turned out to be a lie. It was just fabricated by the company in order to save some space or something. But I'd like to think that that post that was made on behalf of this guy saying he said these things, I want to hope that's not true, because if it is true, he's just a scumbag of a human being. To say that the kid should have been faster if he wanted the hat, it's first come, first serve. Brother, this was not a first come, first serve situation. The player was giving the hat to the kid. You stole the hat. You took it. It's not first come, first serve. And then for him to say at the end of it that, like, you know, be less venomous, be, you know, more sportsmanship. That was rich coming from this guy in this post. So I want to believe that this post could not have been fabricated by this individual. I highly doubt it, but I don't know. Maybe it was. I just think that surely this guy would have some lawyers that would tell him like, yo, don't just outright say, yes, it was me. I took the hat. I took it because I'm faster, because I was blessed to be faster than that kid. That's so trash, man. Come on.
Thing is, he's not the Messi of tennis. He's just a really, he's one of the better Polish players. So, it was just sports in the country. And the thing is, a lot of the statements that were posted for, let's just say posted, a lot of it was false. Almost like that CEO one at the Coldplay concert, that initial post that came out that went viral, that it wasn't him, it wasn't them. And similar situation with this. So a lot of false companies are coming out, and the statement that the CEO actually did now, I don't remember what day it was, still the day before, it was saying that they've never dealt with any lawyers before. So the whole I'm going to sue people that speak bad about me, all of that was false. Just for other companies just to farm interactions, which is crazy to think of. But I did, and the scary thing is, he did this to a kid. What does he do when he's off camera? That's still the one thing that baffles me. And I am going to defend the tennis player in this case, because there are a lot of people looking for things to get signed off. So you're not really focusing, you're just thinking of signing this and then moving on to the next one, signing that, moving on to the next one. So that's what happens with sport. And this guy's company is getting hit hard, man. Apparently he's a millionaire. Let's see how long that lasts.
Kudos to the player for going out there, meeting up with the kid, giving him a signed hat and everything like that. It probably served as, good publicity for the player, and even better experience for the kid, because the kid got more than he would have gotten initially if the guy didn't take his hat. So, but yeah, it's funny how you can actually make your whole building burn down, just over a hat, and you seemed so proud of yourself when you took it. Okay, cool. You stole from a kid. Congratulations. It really shows if you're willing to, for no reason, steal something as minuscule as a hat from a little kid who's obviously a big fan, and kid sitting right up in front, he's clearly a big fan here, then yeah, like you said, what are you willing to do behind the scenes, behind the camera, when you're alone with people? How much of a douche canoe can you be then? Because I doubt anybody who's genuinely nice in private would do something like that in public. I don't know, man. It's so ridiculous. But to be a millionaire and never deal with lawyers in your company and stuff, that's kind of crazy, not gonna lie. But yeah, we'll see how long this guy. I'm pretty sure that he'll probably be fine. I think that the most shocking thing was I heard that he was an amateur tennis player himself. So I think that is going to take a tank nosedive straight into the ground, because I think he's going to get booed every time he goes out to the court. But we'll see.